Greetings. Today I will be reading from the book For Beautiful Black Boys Who Believe in a Better World by Michael W. Waters and Keisha Morris. May I grow locks, Dad? Asked Jeremiah. Sure, said his father. You still need to comb your hair every day until it gets long enough, said Mom. I promise I will, said Jeremiah. I can't wait to see my new locks. Maybe next week. His parents chuckled. It will take longer than that, said Dad. But just wait and believe. One day it will happen. A few days later, Jeremiah saw a picture of his on his dad's computer. Who's that? He asked. What did he do? That's Trayvon Martin, said Dad. He was a young man walking home from the store. He didn't do anything. Still, someone hurt him, and he died. Dad shook his head. It doesn't make sense. Jeremiah agreed, but he didn't want to talk anymore. One day, much later, Jeremiah asked, Dad, who is that on the TV? Why is he lying in the middle of the street? That's Michael Brown, said Dad. He was 18 years old on his way to college. He was hurt very badly and he died. A new image appeared on the screen. Many people say he had his hands raised when he was shot. But people on TV are marching to remind us. Jeremiah didn't understand. Why would somebody shoot someone who just had his hands in the air? It doesn't make sense, Dad said. Not at all. But Jeremiah didn't want to talk anymore. Did you just hear that? Jeremiah asked one evening. It sounded like gunshots. I heard it, Dad. I'm going to see what's going on. Oh, no, you aren't, said Mom. Call 911 and stay here with us. Mom and Dad guided Jeremiah and his sisters, Hope and Liberty, away from the window and onto the hallway. Why are they shooting? asked Jeremiah. I don't know, son, said Mom. But you're safe in here. Jeremiah didn't want to talk anymore. The family stayed in the hallway for a long time, and he and his sisters drifted off to sleep in their parents' arms. We will never forget. Jeremiah read the words from his dad's newspaper one morning. Forget what? These people at Bible study at Mother Emanuel AME Church in South Carolina, Dad answered. A young man came in and studied with them, but then he started shooting. The people who died are called the Charleston Nine. AME, just like our church? But why would anyone want to do that at church? Asked Jeremiah. Why did he shoot them? Because of the color of their skin, said Dad. Because they were black. That doesn't make any sense, said Jeremiah. No, it doesn't make any sense at all, said Dad. But Jeremiah didn't want to talk anymore. Where were you? Jeremiah said when Dad came after a long day away. I was worried. I'm sorry, son, said Dad. I was invited to speak at a rally in March for the two men killed by police officers this week, Alton Sterling and Fernando Castile. But afterwards, there was gunshots. It took a while to make sure everyone was okay. Oh, no, exclaimed Jeremiah. I'm glad you're okay, too. So am I, said Dad, as he squeezed Jeremiah in his arms. So am I. Dad, what are all those blue ribbons for? Said Jeremiah as the family drove to the church one Sunday. It looked like they are everywhere. Remember when Mom and I were downtown and someone started shooting? 5 Dallas police officers died that day, said Dad. It was very sad. The blue ribbons honor them. Jeremiah watched the endless blue ribbons pass by. He didn't want to talk anymore. Dad, what is a visual for? Said Jeremiah one afternoon. What's a visual? Asked Hope. Yeah, what's a visual? Said Liberty. It's when people gather to remember someone who has died tragically, Mom told them. Daddy is speaking here tonight. Who died now? Asked Jeremiah in a frustrated huff. What happened? A young man named Jordan Edwards, said Dad. He was 15 years old and riding in a car when he was shot and killed by a police officer. That makes no sense at all, said Jeremiah. You're right, son, said Dad. You're right. But Jeremiah didn't want to talk anymore. In the car on the way home from the visual, Jeremiah thought about all that he had seen and heard. He imagined Jordan, the Dallas police officers, Philando Alton, the Charleston Nine, Michael, Trevon, and others with names he didn't know. Later that night, Jeremiah came into his parents' room. Mom, Dad, I'm ready to talk. Okay, son, said Dad. We're listening. Jeremiah took a deep breath. I'm tired of people hurting each other. I'm tired of people shooting each other. I'm tired of people killing each other. I'm tired of people hating each other just because they are different or because of the color of their skin. You know what, said Dad? We're tired of all that too. Is there anything we can do about it? Asked Jeremiah. We're trying to, said Mom. And we believe that one day things will change. That's why we vote, said Dad. That's why we march in the streets, said Mom. That's why we pray, said Dad. That's why we organize people in our community, said Mom. That's why we speak out against injustice, said Dad. That's why we give money to important causes, said Mom. That's why we write books and articles and give lectures and interviews, said Dad. That's why we love those around us, said Mom. Jeremiah, every day there are people working to make this world a better place for you and your sister and many others. And we are working with them, said Dad. When we look at you and your sister and all your friends, we have great hope for the future. We believe that your generation can work to change the world too. Jeremiah thought about that. It's not my hair. You told me my locks would take a long time. I just had to wait and believe. And with a little help, it happened. His parents smiled. Yes, it happened. I know I can't vote yet, but I will, said Jeremiah. If you let me, I can march. I already pray, and I'll keep praying. I can give some of my birthday money to someone who needs it. And when I see something wrong, or if I see someone hurt or bully someone else, I can speak up and get help. I can change the world. Yes, you will, son, said Dad. We know you will, said Mom. Jeremiah lifted his head. His long locks dangled and proclaimed, Yes, we will. Again, this is the reading for Beautiful Black Boys Who Believe in a Better World by Michael Day Waters and Keisha Mears.